When most people hear the term crypto wallet, they immediately picture some complicated piece of tech that only programmers or finance experts could understand. Sounds kind of intimidating, right? But here's the truth. A crypto wallet is simply the place where you keep your passwords, which are also known as your keys to your digital asset. That's it. You don't need to be a tech wizard to get it. Think about it this way. Your money at the bank is tied to your account, and that account has a unique number associated with it. So to access your account, you have the password. With crypto, your crypto is tied to a wallet, and that wallet has a unique number to access. And to access that wallet, you have your private keys, which are like your passcode. The wallet is where you can see your balance, receive your tokens, and send them out. And then once you understand a few other key terms, it's actually going to be all pretty easy. When most people hear the term crypto wallet, they immediately picture some complicated piece of tech that only programmers or finance experts could understand. Sounds kind of intimidating, right? But here's the truth. A crypto wallet is simply the place where you keep your passwords, which are also known as your keys to your digital assets. That's it. You don't need to be a tech wizard to get it. Think about it this way. Your money at the bank is tied to your account, and that account has a unique number associated with it. So to access your account, you have the password. With crypto, your crypto is tied to a wallet, and that wallet has a unique number to access. And to access that wallet, you have your private keys, which are like your passcode. The wallet is where you can see your balance, receive your tokens, and send them out. And then once you understand a few other key terms, it's actually going to be all pretty easy. In fact, wallets are designed to make crypto simpler, not harder. Some look and feel just like a regular app on your phone. Others are small physical devices, almost like a thumb drive. And the good news is that you don't need to know everything about every type of wallet. You really just need to understand the basics of how they work. So in today's episode, I'm going to break it all down for you. I'm going to share the 5 crypto wallet basics you really need to know so that by the end of today, you're going to feel more confident in understanding and even explaining to your friends and family how digital wallets work, whether or not you're already using one yourself. But before we dive in, just a quick reminder, if you're enjoying this show, make sure to hit that subscribe button so that you never miss an episode. And if you've learned something new or gotten value from these conversations, it would mean the world to me if you left a quick review. It helps more people find the show and join us on this journey. So let's get into some crypto fast facts and stats. Before we dive into all things crypto wallets and how they actually work, let's take a quick pause and zoom out for a second. I want to share with you some stats on crypto usage in America. So here are a few fast facts from the latest research that might surprise you. Number 1, crypto isn't just for the bros. We've all heard of that crypto bro stereotype, but the truth is that crypto doesn't really have a type. Nearly a third of crypto holders are women. More people over 55 are using crypto than under 25. And almost as many work in construction as do in tech, which is actually way more than work in finance. Many crypto holders do not belong to higher income brackets, and they come from all races, regions, and political party lines. We also know that crypto is about so much more than just finance and investing. 39% of crypto holders in America told us that they're using crypto to shop and pay for goods and services. And by the way, did you know you can check out with crypto at many retailers around the country? And a third of crypto holders are sending money to family and friends, while a quarter are gaming with crypto or trading art and collectibles. Also, with crypto, you can buy fractional shares of real estate. So you can actually own a slice of property like a rental home or even commercial building, which sort of starts to make the American dream of home ownership feel more realistic for more people. We also know that crypto is going increasingly mainstream. 1 in 5 U.S. adults are using digital assets. That's 55 million Americans. 76% of them have told us that it's made a positive impact on their lives, giving them benefits like independence, learning and growth, excitement and achievement. And even for people who are already using crypto, they're still pretty curious about it. In fact, 4 or 5 of them told us that they want more information on the space. And when it comes to people who aren't using crypto, the number one thing holding them back is because they just don't get it. So we're here to help break it down for everyone super simply. Okay, so now that we know that crypto doesn't have a type and isn't just hype, real people from all walks of life are using it in all kinds of ways. You've also heard us refer to people as crypto holders, which brings us to the question, how do people actually hold crypto in the first place? That's where wallets come in. So let's break down the basics. Number 1, what is a crypto wallet? Let's clear up one of the biggest misunderstandings right away. A crypto wallet is not like the leather wallet in your pocket or in your purse that holds your cash or credit cards. In fact, it doesn't technically store your crypto at all. Here's why. Your crypto always lives on the blockchain, that massive digital ledger that records every transaction ever made. You can't pick it up or move it off the blockchain. If you haven't already listened to our previous episode on what the blockchain is and how it works, we've linked to it right there in the show notes for you. It's a key piece of the crypto puzzle, and once you understand it, the rest of the picture will start to make a lot more sense. What your wallet does is hold your private keys, which are like your secret passcodes that really prove two things. The first is that you own the crypto at a certain blockchain address. The second is that you have permission to send or use that crypto. Think of it this way. Your crypto wallet is like a digital safe that holds both your personal address on the blockchain as well as the private keys to get into that address. Another way to picture it, imagine your bank's debit card. The money itself isn't in your debit card. It's actually in the bank's own system. Your debit card just gives you the access to your account, like your wallet address does. A crypto wallet works the same way. It doesn't hold the money. It holds the access card that lets you prove ownership and access it so you can use it when, where, and however you want. The bottom line, a crypto wallet does not store and hold your crypto. Your crypto always lives on the blockchain. What the wallet stores is your private account number, which is your personal address on the blockchain, as well as your keys to let you access your crypto. Make sense? Now let's get into basic number 2, cold wallets versus hot wallets. When it comes to crypto, there are two main flavors you'll hear about: cold wallets and hot wallets. The difference between them comes down to one simple thing. Are they always connected to the internet or not? Cold wallets are hardware devices, often small USB devices like a thumb drive, and they stay completely offline unless you plug them into your computer to make a transaction, because they don't connect to the internet until you plug them in. As long as you keep your cold wallet safe, they're one of the most secure ways you can store your crypto. Think of a cold wallet almost like a lockbox under your bed or a safe in your house. No one can break into it remotely, but here's the catch. If you lose the key, forget the combination, or misplace the lockbox itself, your crypto is gone forever. There's no reset password button, no customer support team to call, and no one who can break in for you. So you have full control, which can be empowering, but it also comes with a little bit of extra responsibility. Hot wallets, on the other side, are wallets that live on the internet. They can be apps on your phone, browser extensions, or accounts on an exchange like Gemini. Hot wallets are super convenient. You can open your phone, scan a QR code, click a few buttons and enter your password, or even use your Face ID to send and receive your crypto. But remember, hot wallets are always online, and unfortunately, hackers and scammers can be lurking in every corner of the internet. That doesn't mean the hot wallets are unsafe. It just means that you have to be more careful with things like having super strong passwords, enabling two-factor authentication, and making sure you're always using trusted apps, just like you already do with your bank accounts, social media handles, or even your online dating profiles. The bottom line is that cold wallets are for maximum security, but they're a bit more personal responsibility, like a personal safe in your house. Hot wallets are maximum convenience, but they're more exposed to potential hackers, just like your online bank account is. You can actually use both hot wallets and cold wallets. Some people decide to keep most of their crypto in a cold wallet and then keep smaller amounts handy in a hot wallet for everyday use. Make sense? Now let's get on to basic number 3, which is custodial versus non-custodial wallets. And this actually only applies to hot wallets. So now that we've covered the difference between hot and cold wallets, let's zoom in for a second on hot wallets. With those, there are two main flavors: custodial and non-custodial. This distinction really only matters for wallets that live on the internet because, as you know, cold wallets are always non-custodial because you physically hold the device and the keys yourself. So with a custodial hot wallet, a company, usually a crypto exchange like Binance or Kraken, is going to hold your private keys for you. You're going to log in with your username and password just like you do with your usual online banking app or even Venmo account, and that exchange is going to manage storing and securing your crypto for you. This setup is really beginner-friendly and convenient because you don't need to memorize long codes or worry about losing your recovery phrase. But here's the trade-off. You're trusting that the company is the custodian of your funds. Worst case scenario, and this is not common, but if the exchange were to ever have an issue, freeze withdrawals for some reason, or unfortunately get hacked, you're not going to have immediate access to your crypto. It's like keeping money in your bank account. You get the ease of use, but the bank ultimately has the keys. However, a non-custodial hot wallet is different. These are apps or browser extensions like MetaMask, Trust Wallet, or Phantom, where you control the private keys. The wallet provider does not have access to your funds. This gives you independence, there's no middleman, there's no gatekeeper, and there's no one who can touch your assets. But it does also put all of the responsibility on your shoulders. So if you lose access, there's no customer service to call. Your crypto would unfortunately be permanently inaccessible. Think of it like this. A custodial hot wallet is like storing your money with a bank. It's convenient, but the bank has custody. A non-custodial hot wallet is like carrying cash in your own pocket. You're in total control, but if you lose it, it's gone. The bottom line is that custodial versus non-custodial is only a decision you're going to have to make when it comes to hot wallets. Cold wallets are always non-custodial because you're always the one holding the device. So if you're choosing a hot wallet, the real question you need to ask yourself is, do you want the convenience of letting a company safeguard your keys or the independence of holding them yourself? Basic fact about wallets number 4. Private keys, public addresses, and recovery phrases. This is absolutely one of the most important parts of understanding crypto wallets, and it's also where a lot of people can get tripped up. So let's take it step by step. Your private key is your master key to your wallet. It's a long, unique string of numbers and letters that prove you own your crypto, and it allows you to access, use, and transfer your crypto. Whoever has the private key has full control over that crypto. That's why you never, ever share it. Think of it like the key to your front door of your home. You wouldn't hand that out to strangers because whoever holds it can walk right in. Your public address is the safe-to-share version of your wallet. This is how people can send you crypto and how you can receive it. It's often a long code too, but it's okay for other people to see it. Think of it like your home address or your email address. You give it to people so that they know where to send things, but it doesn't send them the ability to walk in and take anything. Now let's talk about your recovery phrase. Here's the safety net. This is also called the seed phrase, and it's usually a list of 12 or 24 random words generated when you set up your wallet. It's basically a backup copy of your private key. So if you ever lose your device, switch phones, or forget your private key, you can use this phrase to restore access to your wallet. Think of it almost like that spare key that you hide under a rock in your backyard in case you ever get locked out of your house. You don't use it every day, but if you lose the main key, it's the only way back inside. And just like with your private key, if someone else finds that spare, they can get in too. So why does that matter? Public addresses, you can share them freely. Private keys, you keep them completely separate. Recovery phrase, you want to write that down on a pen and paper and store it safely offline like a safety deposit box, and make sure you never ever give it to anyone. This may all feel super complicated, but that's only because it's new. You interact every day with your bank account and your account number and your account's routing number, your bank passwords, and you don't give it a second thought because it's second nature to you. So once you understand how these wallets work, the whole system's going to start to make a lot more sense. Basic number 5, what happens if you lose your wallet? This is the part that makes some people nervous about crypto, because unlike with your bank account, there is no customer service number to call if something goes wrong. So what happens when you lose access depends entirely on the type of wallet you're using. Custodial wallets, aka exchange accounts, if you're keeping your crypto in a custodial hot wallet, then losing access is usually not the end of the world. Just like any other online account, you can go through a password reset process. You'll probably just need to provide your ID, do some security checks, and then the company can help get you back in. This is one of the reasons that people like custodial wallets, because of that extra safety net. But when you're using a cold wallet or a non-custodial hot wallet, you are the only person who holds the keys. That means that if you lose your private key or recovery phrase, your access to your funds will be gone forever. There's no reset button, no forget password link, no helpline. Blockchain is designed this way to help keep it secure and decentralized so that no single authority can swoop in and override ownership. Let's use a real-world analogy. Think of it like the difference between losing a debit card versus losing cash. If you lose your debit card, you can just call the bank, cancel the card, and get a new one, no problem. But what if you lose a stack of $100 bills? There's no way to get that money back. That's why wallet choice really comes down to your comfort level. Some people value the convenience and safety net of custodial wallets, while others prefer the added privacy and security of holding their own keys, even if it means taking on total responsibility. The bottom line is that with crypto wallets, control and responsibility go hand in hand. The more control you want over your money, the more careful you're going to have to be with your keys and recovery phrases. So I threw out some terms for you this episode, and I wanted to break down that jargon. Let's do a quick recap and break break down all of the jargon I just mentioned. Blockchain is a giant digital ledger that records every crypto transaction ever made. Think of it like a shared spreadsheet that everyone can see but no one can erase. Private key is your secret digital passcode that proves you own your crypto. It's what lets you move your crypto around, and whoever has that private key controls the funds, so never share it. Your public address, aka your wallet address, is like the email address of your wallet. This is what you give to others so they can send you crypto. It's safe to share because no one can move your funds with just the address, just like no one can move your emails around without your password. And your recovery phrase, aka your seed phrase, is a backup version of that private key that's usually 12 to 24 random words. If you lose your wallet or device, this phrase is the only way to restore access. Treat it like a spare key to your house. Protect it at all costs. A cold wallet is a crypto wallet that stays offline, usually on a hardware device like a USB stick. It's very secure, like a vault, but if you lose that device or the keys, there is no recovery. And a hot wallet is connected to the internet, like an app or an exchange. It's convenient for everyday use, but it is more exposed to potential online risks. Custodial wallets are a type of hot wallet where a company like Binance holds your private keys for you. It feels like online banking. It should be easy to log in, but you're trusting the company to protect your funds. Whereas a non-custodial wallet is a hot wallet where you hold the private keys through an app or a browser extension, but you're in full control. If you lose your recovery phrase, your crypto is going to be gone forever. So now that you get the basics and understand the jargon, let's talk about some crypto in the wild. Let's now wrap up this episode by diving into our crypto in the wild segment. I want to highlight just how practical crypto can be in real life, not just as an investment headline, but as a lifeline. Whether it's about covering unexpected expenses when the bank is closed or protecting your financial independence in tough situations, hot and cold crypto wallets can make all the difference. Let's take a look at a couple real-life scenarios where a hot wallet was used as well as where a cold wallet was used. Let's start with Chrissy. She's a business and marketing consultant, a mother, and a caregiver who lives in Birmingham, Alabama. One of her children has complex medical needs, so her family is sometimes hit with big, expensive, unexpected medical bills that can eat up all of their bank savings and unfortunately cause them to overdraft their account. This happened once during the holidays when banks were closed, so Chrissy wasn't able to get a hold of anyone to help her move her money around and withdraw the funds that she needed just to pay for her family's groceries at the store. When that happened, she told me about how her hot wallet became her lifeline. It gave her 24/7 access to her digital asset piggy bank so she could pay with crypto and ensure that her family had all the food and essentials that they needed. Now let's talk about Karen, a single mom in Texas. She was leaving a relationship where she had been unfortunately financially restricted. She was unable to work outside the home or even access her own bank accounts. She kept her crypto holdings with her on a cold wallet so that she was able to be the only one who could access those funds and could keep it safe with her at all times. This gave Karen the sovereignty to escape and free herself and her children from their situation. Stories like Chrissy's and Karen's show us that crypto wallets aren't just abstract tech tools, they're real-world solutions that give people agency, freedom, and security. Hot wallets can provide immediate, around-the-clock access when life throws unexpected challenges your way, while cold wallets offer long-term protection and independence. Together, they're not just part of the crypto puzzle, they're part of how people are rewriting their financial story in the real world. So there you have it, the 5 basics of crypto wallets. We covered what they really are, the difference between cold and hot storage, custodial versus non-custodial options, the role of private keys and recovery phrases, and what happens if you lose access. At the end of the day, wallets don't have to be scary or overly technical. They're simply the tools that let you access and control your digital tokens. And just like choosing between a checking account and a savings account or keeping your cash in hand, the type of wallet you pick depends on how much convenience versus control you want. Remember, crypto is still evolving, and the best way to learn is to start small and keep building your confidence step by step, which is what we're going to do together every week. So if this episode helped make wallets a little less intimidating, make sure you follow our podcast everywhere you listen to your podcasts and wherever you're listening right now. And if you're finding these breakdowns helpful, leaving a quick review or sharing our podcast with your friends could go a long way in helping others discover the show. Thanks so much for joining me today, and stay tuned where we're going to dig even deeper into other crypto and blockchain topics very soon. Until then, stay curious, stay informed, and I'll see you next week.